Well, Chris, thank you very much for now giving us a little bit of a walk around this fantastic
Pleasure.
facility. I just want to start with here, obviously we're at the doors, where cars would normally come in. We've got a couple of cars here, obviously E-Type and the Range Rover. Have they just arrived, or are they just having a bit of work?
No, that one is about to go out actually. So that's been in for a while. We've managed some little work inside that, bit of leather work around the seats, bits and bobs. That one is just come back. The owner's flown in from the States a couple of weeks ago, had it for a couple of weeks, it's now come back. So that's being detailed and then it'll go back into its bay.
So this is where, I mean, literally, and what, you make a point of the fact that anyone can just turn up and come and visit their car at any point.
Our clients, not any, obviously.
No, sorry, that's what I mean. Anyone who has their car stored.
Yeah, and they do. They come in and chew the fat and have a look at their car and take them out for lunch and bring them back in again. And the beauty of having all the space that we have here, and it may not look like it, but we are full. And full in our world means there's still lots of room. And the beauty of having lots of room is we can access the cars like that.
Now, one of my favourite cars is an F40, and I particularly love these.
We all love an F40.
Yeah, that's the car that I would, that would be my big choice of cars.
Which one would you like? I think we have 5 here.
Oh.
Have you got a particular favourite?
Yeah, I'll have that one.
That one, that'll do. It's easy to get out.
Yeah, exactly,
so,
yeah, it's near the door.
Any of them will do.
A quick getaway. But I believe there's a couple down here that you're quite
well,
fond of.
I think the first car I fell in love with properly was a Dino.
I like the fact we're just walking casually past the F50s.
We're
not even mentioning them.
2 together.
That's what I mean. F50s.
You don't often see 2 together.
No.
You don't often see one on the side.
Well, no, exactly.
But I love a Dino. I just think there's something so elegant about a Dino, and this is a very rare colour. And actually this one is coming with us to Monaco in a few weeks' time for the Monaco Historic Grand Prix Tour.
It's very similar in colour to the Enzo that's over there.
It is slightly different.
Slightly greener, like more aqua, kind of.
And that's not mine, but I wish it was.
You wish it was, yeah. I'd like to actually have a go. I think
have you driven one?
No, never.
They are lovely.
I think I need to.
Proper driver's car.
Yeah. Slightly more drivable than the F40, I think.
Yes. Still a turbo, but a bit less mad.
That's what I mean, more drivable. Yeah.
So we casually stroll past the Enzo.
I know.
And it's got to be a rare colour for Enzos. I financed many of those in the 2000s, and most of them were red and some few black. But
a few black, a couple of yellow.
But very, very few in this colour.
Beautiful car.
I also like, I mean, I'm all into the kind of quirky stuff.
Okay. What have you spotted?
I like the Range Rover. My dad used to have a very similar one. Not the 2-door though.
Not to forget another F40 on the right.
Yeah.
So it's another one.
But that's not got the that's not got the plasticky window, which I quite like.
Plexiglass, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just a run of the mill.
Yeah, and all this other stuff.
So everyone loves a 2-door Range Rover. So that's what's that? Circa 1970. My dad used to have one of those.
Kingsley.
Yep.
That's one of the
Yes, so they come in and kind of fettle it and redo the interior, and because in truth they weren't terribly well built back in the day, so they all fell apart by about 1980. And
I think we had 3
at the same time.
No, one after the other because they all fell apart.
Yeah,
I think.
there you go. Yeah. No, but they're wonderful cars, absolutely iconic, but they did fall apart, and then were worth absolutely nothing until about, 10 years ago?
And then suddenly, boom.
Suddenly everybody wants a Series 1 Range Rover.
Quite like that.
What else has caught your eye?
Fiat 500.
Fiat 500?
Abarth, no?
That's an Abarth.
Yeah. I have a 1969 Fiat 500.
Very nice.
And when you park them next to the modern cars, you realise just how big the modern cars are. They're nothing.
It's like Minis. Have you done the same with the Minis?
Yeah.
Well, the new Mini is about the size of the original Range.
Yeah. It looks, the original Mini looks like micro, like a little matchbox car.
And look, this is like the Defender corner.
Yes, this is 4x4 corner.
Except obviously Daimler.
Oops, apart from that one. I think we do have that Ranger will probably go in there. I think that's probably where it lives. But yeah, you know, plenty of space, and you know, any of these cars we can whip them out at
A moment's
short
notice.
notice. Yeah, I rather like that.
Do you? I was actually just thinking what a horrible colour it was.
Oh, no, it's lovely. You don't see many of those in that colour, and that's quite girly. Is that why you wouldn't like it?
I thought, no, I think I just don't like
Have
the
you
colour.
seen the interior?
Oh, it's kind of
It is.
walnutty.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, it's and the steering wheel. Look at that. You don't like it anymore?
Not
though,
mad
do
on
you?
that.
Okay, all right. Okay.
No, just yeah, curious.
3.3 turbo,
Great.
911. What am I saying?
Amanda's leather Porsche never
Yeah.
ceases to amaze us.
Yeah. Right. We're going upstairs.
We
Yeah.
are going to go
Come on,
upstairs.
After you say.
So this is our lift. This is how we get the cars up and down.
What, on these stairs?
Yeah. Carry them up.
And look at
Ah.
this.
It's a bit warmer up here.
Oh, it is.
I think
isn't
it's
it?
the carpet effect.
This is like a Senna. Well, it is a Senna. Yes.
Senna showroom.
Senna shelf.
Yeah. I think we have, yeah, four of them maybe. So this one's very special.
It's very greedy.
So this is a Senna GTR LM. So McLaren built 5 LM versions of the GTR, and each one is in a different colour scheme to celebrate the 5 cars that did the 1995 race, where they were first, second, third, and fifth, I think.
I bet to say I'm old enough to remember that.
Me too. And
That was.
so we had the F1, to which this is the homage, at Veloce last year, and reunited it with Derek Bell, which was very special. Very special.
So that's upstairs does definitely seems to be more of the kind of supercar level.
Well,
or
it's
is that
not.
just
It's not really
coincidence?
intended. So
You say that.
So
I mean,
our
downstairs we had
wonderful Ben.
F40s, F50s,
No, but there was also
Enzos.
all the 4x4s and some more.
Well,
colours
4x4s
as
we don't get up here because
Yeah.
the lift is
That's
limited to
true.
3 tons.
I'll
and
give you
a
that.
lot of those are close to 3 tons. But no, our wonderful Ben, who runs the storage and management side of the business, has a matrix for which cars are likely to go out most often.
Right.
And if they are unlikely to go out,
They'll
they go
come.
at the back
Yeah.
and up here. And if not, they go downstairs in different configurations of where everything's
Having
fit.
good staff must be key to the business. Obviously, you need your
It's
clients,
everything.
but in order to really look after them and service them
Yeah,
as best as
it is.
you do,
I mean, it's the same in your business, I'm sure. We're only as good as the people who work for us. And
Definitely.
it's very difficult finding really good people. I'm very lucky that Ben has been with us since we started the company in late 2015, and he was here when we were kind of building furniture and desks and chairs and stuff, and really runs this side of the business, and has a great team working for him, passionate, knowledgeable, and attention to detail is the key. We were talking earlier about
Yes.
being OCD.
Yeah.
They probably are. We probably all are completely OCD.
I think you have to be
we have
in
to
this industry.
Yeah.
So what up here is your favourite? What do you really like?
Well, I think
I mean, it's hard to choose, really.
it is. Well, there we go. There's another Dino. There's a GT. So that's a good start. I'm partial to 2.7 RS, and that's a particularly beautiful example. What else? I love a Testarossa. You see, I think those have been unloved for quite a long time.
Well, they have been. I noticed actually, we didn't talk about it. There were a couple downstairs that we just casually walked past, but values rose significantly about 5-10 years ago when there was a big buying frenzy, and it was the next thing to lift up, and there's over 2,000 that never made, but it's fallen back again, and it's a bit underappreciated in my view.
I think so. I mean, they're not the easiest car to drive, and you know, the build quality a little bit suspect, but it's a fantastic engine, and on the right kind of roads, amazing. The later ones were rather better. The 512 TR is lovely, but yeah, that's a.
I'm liking the fact that we're sort of identifying a lot of the classics here?
Well, I think it's
Do you think they're more usable? Do you think people...
I think we of a certain age who grew up with a gear stick just appreciate, my father taught me how to heel and toe when I was 13. And that's something, driving a fast car fast should be difficult. It shouldn't be an easy thing to do. The problem is that 800 horsepower and paddle shift and all the electronics that go with that, and drift angles and all of that, that's kind of anybody can do that. Yeah. And I think driving fast cars fast should be difficult, should be a great skill.
I have an 18-year-old son who's the B in JBR, very innovative name, obviously, and he was super furious with me. He just passed his driving test. He said, "Why did you make me learn in a manual car? Can't we just get an automatic?" I said, "Because you need to learn how to drive properly." He goes, "But why do I need to know that anymore?" I thought that was a bit sad, to be honest.
Yeah.
I mean, I
that is the way it's going.
If ever he wants to be driving cars like this, he's going to need to know. And actually, I think this is where youngsters are going to be harking back to, because these are the cars with character.
Do you know, it's funny, my kids fight about who will get to inherit my cars, which are all manual.
Yeah, well, it's interesting when we have the sons and daughters, sons and daughters of clients who come here to look around. Interesting, the cars they gravitate towards are the old ones.
The old ones. That's interesting, isn't it?
So we had that same conversation in the previous one, actually.
Yeah.
It is true.
It is.
It is true. I was very surprised at that.
Well, I think the problem is that cars...
Is that a Miura?
No.
What's at the back?
Miura's not here at the moment. That's a Dino.
Is it?
Yeah. It's a lovely white Dino GT.
Yeah. Gosh, it's almost hiding back there, isn't it?
Well, they were tiny, weren't they?
Yeah.
I mean, look at that compared to a Speciale.
Yeah. Well, that's it. I can only see the roof.
Ridiculous. They're literally twice the size.
So how many cars have you actually got here in total? Oh, look, there's a Morgan. You don't see many of them.
You don't. We have about 170 cars here. So, yeah, capacity is around 170 and we are full.
It is.
In our world, we're full.
Well, amazing. And what an incredible collection. Thank you. It's been amazing. I've never seen quite so many amazing cars in one place.
Great pleasure. Thank you for coming.
Anytime.